Hello everyone, welcome you all on College Dekho channel. So today we are coming with a new topic, that is the communication in our management. So before going to start that topic and understand something introduction point in that particular topic, we have to take some announcement. First, that is the two type of announcement, or you can say it is all about the brief introduction of the college Dekho. So first announcement is all about the interactive live classes. Yes, college Dekho providing you all the live sessions, interactive sessions with all our best to best faculties. And one major and a very important point of the college Dekho is that whatever the batches we created in terms of any subject or courses, that batch is only limited for the 8 student per faculty. That means if you are taking my class, any topic, any subject, okay, so whatever subject I am taking of yours, that batch is limited with a 8 student. Yeah, the number can be decreased, but maximum is 8 student. So this is a very important thing which I personally feel on the College Dekho channel, that easily we can easily focus individual student properly, easily check their doubts, and also in our interactive classes, live sessions also, there is a continuous students who take one and one doubts from us. So it's quite easy for understand the concepts for the student, and also for us to understand the students psychological points and their mind, how they pick up the things easily or take some time to understand the concept. And one more thing about the 24/7 discussion forum. Yes, on this live video there's a description box where you may click, that is a V type of sign is over here. So if you click that point form, there is a two thing, one about the sites and everything, second information about the Google form. If you click on that Google form and put up your proper information properly, so our respected team members will call you and will connect with you. Second, another option is also available, there is a contact number is also given there. That is not my contact number. A student was asking in some videos, so that is not my contact number, that is the college Dekho contact number. If you call there, you may ask your doubts, you may ask the queries and inquiries, whatever you have to check. Second important thing about the college Dekho is 360-degree learning. Yes, as I told you, that is all about the one-on-one doubt clearing session. It is quite easy for us to understand the student, and it's also vice versa situation for the students to understand the faculties. Next is all about the practice previous year question paper. No, as okay, that is also important to solve the previous year question papers, but major important is to concept clarity and doing right now what you are doing. That's a very important to focus on, and tips and tricks are very important to clear the exams or to go or to get good marks in your upcoming exams. So there is a lot of tips and tricks magic box with me, from which I can easily to you to understand the concept more. After that, PDF study notes is also provided from our sites to you guys, and even in my classes I always give you handwritten notes too, and unlimited access to the recorded lecture. If you are taking the recorded sessions of the faculties, there is an unlimited access until and unless you clear your exams. So many things are over here on this platform. So why you are waiting? Okay, so fill the fill the Google form as soon as possible, or if you have any queries or inquiries, don't forget to call on the College Dekho number which is given under the description box plus Google form too. So this is all about the information about the College Dekho, and Moving ahead with our interesting topic, that is the communication. So, as our title shows, today's topic is what is communication? What is communication? This topic is a part of your management. Like if any of you having the subject that is the business management, principle of management, any of that subject, if you are having, in that subject you will get this topic, what is the communication. So communication is like to talk, to convert our talk to another one, or to send our message to another one, like on a WhatsApp. If we text someone and someone other will reply us, that is a communication. It is a type of a written communication. Sometimes there is a implied type of communication, that someone not said something, but their actions reaction automatically convert their message or their points to the other person, and that person indirectly do that. So it is all about the communication, and right now what I'm saying to you, it is also the part of the communication, that I'm providing some information to you, that is the communication. So first of all, we'll take the meaning of the communication. Communication word is derived from the Latin word that is communis. It mean that is the common. So the communication stands for stands for communication stands for the sharing of ideas in common. So basically, transferring information to one person to another, it is a part of a communication, and it is defined under two parts, that is directly or indirectly. Directly, like us, I said something to you, you understand that thing, you implied that thing. This is the direct communication. Indirect communication is like say ना इशारों इशारों में कुछ बात कह दो, that is the indirect communication. So this is the first thing which we have to understand. The sharing of ideas in common is known as a communication. After that, so many author is there to give so many statement or definitions of the communication. So first definition will take first one. Communication is a process. Communication is the process of meaningful interaction. Meaningful interaction among human beings. Among human beings. I don't know how many of you are agree with this statement, but yes, it's true. Communication basically denotes to interact meaningful messages to one person to another. But yes, there are so many times come, like we are talking about the talks which has no meaning, and only it's a laughter attack only. That is also the part of a communication. Okay, so one of the authors said this: communication is a process of meaningful interaction among human beings. Obvious thing is that key that we communicate from one person to another, and there is other things too. It doesn't mean only two-person are communicating with each other. More than two-person can easily also communicate with each other, and that portion also come under the points of the communication. One more thing, one more definition of the communication, that is the communication, that is the communication is an exchange of, is an exchange of facts, ideas, opinions, or emotions by two or more persons. Any facts which we have to exchange with another person's, any idea, any opinion. Opinion is like a feedback or to provide some information to that to another person after analyzing some points. Emotions, it is a kind of a communication like undue influence. Those people who emotionally manipulate their things, that come under the undue influence. So all these are the exchange points to or more person, between two or more person, to communicate their any facts, ideas, opinions, and emotions. So this is all about the communication. Communication basically it's interaction, as we are interacting with each other, and exchange of facts and ideas, all are the part of the communication. So communication may be formal, may be informal. Under the come in the category of the formal, there is a proper organization scenario. That's why we said that communication chapter is our part of the principle of management. Or you can say business studies too, that after 11th, which the subject you are having, title is the business studies. And if we read that chapter, so communication was there only. So next, one more definition of the communication. There are lots of other management authors who give their opinion, their definition in terms of the communication. Okay, one more thing. One of the student asked me about the communication. If we reading the book, is that also a part of a communication? Yes, but it is a one-sided communication. How? That book is not saying you something. But while you are reading that book, you will get some information. And when you get the information, that is a part of a communication. Okay? One more question arises. Ma'am, you said in a one definition there must be a human being. Second, there is a person. So is that third thing? A book is not a human being, not a person. So how you can see this thing? Yes, there's one more definition for that, because one only one thing, if one author is said and another author will also say the same thing, it is not acceptable, and we give the name of that author in that chapter, that yes, this x and y, that person has gave some definition on that. No, there's a little bit twist in a definition. So the next definition is in terms of a communication. Communication as the sum of all the things one person does when he wants to create, he wants to create understanding in the mind of another. Now my point, twist and turn, is here. So what is the point, twist and turn? Communication as a sum of all things. That means it is a sum of all things. All the things. Why I am stretching most on this word, that is the all thing, because because all thing one person does when he wants to create understanding. While we are reading the book, is the book is automatically wrote? No, not at all. How it can be wrote? By putting some ideas of some influencer, motivator, or some author. That some ideas, some points came in his mind, and he wrote that ideas in that book for the purpose to informative. Okay, so when we read that book, we'll get sometime influence, sometime we get something to know more about, or sometimes we don't like that, so we put it on dustbin, है ना? होता ही है, सबके साथ होता है ना? So this is all about the communication. So two-person understanding is okay. But when there is a one-person thought and ideas to create the understanding in the mind of another person, that is also the part of the communication. So there are 3 to 4 definition, which is quite little bit different from the another one. That's why I took that definitions. So it is all about the communication. So let's have some importance of communication. Why we need communication? Very important thing, that is the importance. In terms of importance of communication. Like suppose, let's have one example. If there is a no communication, like in a PK movie, that Amir Khan won't be able to speak. Okay, no ma'am. If he is not speak, if he is not able to speak, that he may do to give some sign to understand his talk. Okay, that is completely fine. But that is also the part of a communication. But like suppose a statue, so quiet. Is that a communication? No. So what was that? Communication importance is like to information, to give information. It should be in a people and a structure together. It complete the bridge in between two or more persons. Next thing, accept and understanding is a part of a communication, and that is very important to understand the message of another person. And one more thing, if it is maintained in a quite comfortable way, so it create automatically, that is a good management. That is, under the organization, whatever the post the other persons are having, so they easily communicate and easily understand the things, the thoughts, as they have to understand in between themselves. So importance of communications are, first point, it ties it ties people and structure together. Likewise, if I am having some thought in my mind, and I start my session and I put that thought in that video, it is what? People ties with a structure together to give the communication to you guys. That is, ties people and structure together. Whatever thoughts in our mind, if we get the idea how to explain the thought or the process which what we have to implement, if that two things are clear to us, that time we are in a very effective communication. Second, it is a bridge. It is a bridge of meaning. It is a bridge of meaning between two or more people. Let's suppose another thing as written in a book, that communication is between two or more person. Yes, quite acceptable. But a single person, when we said we are talking ourselves, that is also the communication. That we are giving the message to our mind, yes, we have to do this, we have to do that, while taking a decision. And when there is a proper kabaddi match is going in our mind, that is also the part of a communication. It is a quite different with this bookish definition of the communication, but yes, when you are talking with yourself, that is also the part of a communication. Point number 3. So whatever question is occurred, easily answer about the communication. So the third point is it involves it involves understanding. It involves understanding and acceptance of ideas to act in it. To act in it. As I took some example on this point, understanding and acceptance of ideas. Like, my mind comes out with some idea. Yes, we have to do this. Okay. So, first of all, we need to understand that is it easily we can implement, process, and get the better result. First thing is this. Second one is acceptance. First of all, you have to accept that thing, then only the other person can accept it. So it involves that the communication, that's why involves the understanding and acceptance of idea, which you have to act in a future. So that is also important point of the communication. And the fourth point, effective communication. Effective communication is a substance of good management. In the organization, industry, or any firm or any corporate sector, if there is a proper way to communicate in between their staffs, they will come out with a more and more bestest result in their organization. Likewise, while writing the mail is also a part of a communication, that's the written. While we are writing the mail, formal mail, as I saw so many times, there is a written PFA. What that means? I know, please find the attachment. But is this a mail given by some professional to another professional or another person? No. Always write this mail attached with this matlab, whatever the documents attached by you in that mail, you have to write properly that this mail is attached with that. So what is that? It is giving the proper effective communication. I'm not saying that you have to write long explanation about your points and everything. No, the communication must be effective. Maybe it is in a concise form, but it should have a proper word creature while you are writing or drafting any email, any message, or any information that you want that another person would going to be understand your thoughts or points. So that thing is not like a 2 to 2 to 3 page. It was held with myself too. One of my students gave me the feedback. I just normally ask him, okay, give me some feedback about that exam. So he wrote approximately 1.5 page of message on WhatsApp. He sent me. I was like, okay, I will definitely read that message. Okay, I still don't remember. Did I read that or not? So I said him, what a wasting of time. Huh? You wrote so many things in this thing. Well, a person should have a time na, to read that message. So, and another student, and I asked another two that please give me the feedback about your exam. He wrote in a very concise form that about my classes, about myself, about my tricks to give you studies and everything. And it is in a very concise form. I love that message. So, is that effective message or previous one was effective? No, this one is effective. No one is perfect, and I don't want to say that a communication must be a perfect. There is a no existence of the word perfect except our dictionaries. Okay, so we have to be effective, and when this season of effective communication is going on, so the management comes out with a proper structure. Okay, so this is all about the communication. There are so many points are still left in the communication, and we will not cover in half our session of this. So this is all about the communication. Anyone having any doubt, ask in comment section of that particular respected video. Okay, again I am saying this thing. If you are having any doubt in my class, my video, ask in that particular comment section, or fill up the Google form to talk with a respective person, or directly call on a college Dekho to ask your queries and inquiries. But don't ask your doubts of like my class doubt. Don't ask in any other faculty video session. Okay. So this is all about the communication. So this is your introductory class about the communication, and further we are going to take out so many other topics of your principle of management, like your organization management is the art and science, etc., etc. So read out doubts, ask karo, and any other information you want to know about the college Dekho, that is also provided in a detailed description box about the Google form and also about the number. So this is all about our topic, that is a communication, and let's have a wind up this session, and before winding up, let's have a quick revision. Communication word comes out from the Latin word that is a communis. If any one of you having a MCQ type of questions, this question may be asked to you. Communis means common. Common means communication means sharing of idea in common. Sometimes we said now, oh, that is the only thing which I want to also say. Yes, that is the sharing of idea in common. Three type of definition comes, or we can say consider under the communication by the different authors. First is the interaction among the human being. While we are interacting right now also, you are quiet, only I am speaking. This is also the communication, because some message is going to you. After that, it is the part of a process. You may ask later on, oh my god, A very, very, very warm welcome to you, Tarun. Great. Welcome to the class. Next is exchanging the facts, ideas, opinion, and emotions between two or more person. That is also the part of a communication. And the third definition is the tricks and tricky types of definition. That is when one person's thoughts and ideas that what he wants to understand in the mind of another person, that is also the part of a communication. Here it is not written about a human being, about a natural person or anything. It is here that thing is written, that is a point, or you can say wants to create understanding. That means while we are reading some book, that is also the communication. While we are watching any web series or any of the movie which motivate us or give some ideas to boost our life, that is also the part of a communication. And after that we did the importance of communication, that is also the part of what is communication. First is ties people and structure together, how the people want to communicate with another person and what process they have took. That is also the ties, the not type of thing in terms of a communication. Bridging of meaning between two or more person, it is also a part of communication. Because if one person is saying something, 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 and there is no other one beside that side, no value of that communication. And also understanding and acceptance of ideas, that is also the communication. And effective communication is a good management. If you want to do good management, proper management, effective management, or fly high in colors life, or to boom your business or working area or organization, then everyone must have a effective communication. So this is all for today's class, today's session. Soon I am coming with so many other sessions too. Like from the today onward, I started income tax sessions too as introductory classes. Principle of management is also started. Economics is already started. Economics I already started. Macro, micro, both are started. So don't waste your time. Just watch the video, analysis properly how your faculty is teaching you, and speedily talk with her. College Dekho for all the classes information. So next class is going tomorrow. Topics will be subscribe the channel. You will get to know about all the details of the classes. Subscribe the channel, like the video and share